We'll do that, yes. So you check your normal mirrors for your normal signalling in your MSPSL, and then just check your right mirror as well. That's a very good point.
Roundabout left.
And left at the roundabout. So should we try it again here?
Yeah.
So as you come up to it, normal MSPSL.
Yeah.
And that's good. And then right-hand mirror.
Oh, right, yeah.
Arm out the window.
Yeah.
Rotate. That's it. That's nice. Back in again. Ready for the junction.
Steer, haven't I?
Yeah. You have got to steer, which you can still use your left hand to steer.
Oh, sorry.
Even though your right hand's out the window. Was your left hand not on the steering wheel? Did I miss that?
And we're going to turn left.
And should we try one again? So same MSPSL.
Oh, right.
So left hand up onto the wheel.
Right, yeah.
That's it. That's it. So you can start to steer with that. That's much better. I missed that. Thank you very much for pointing that out. The left hand must stay on the wheel. Why is that important for your left hand to stay on the wheel? When you've got your right hand out the window.
Yeah, the car was wandering a bit, wasn't it?
It was wandering. You must stay in control of the vehicle. That's very
You just
important.
get me to stop on the left.
So if you could just pull up over on the left here, and then we'll use that. So as you can't do, keep your left hand on there.
Yeah.
Look out the right hand mirror as well. Arm out. No, palm downwards.
All right.
That's much better. Really nice. And then just back in and stop there.
So when I hold my hand out,
Yes.
if I count to 3 and then bring it back in, would that be a good way of judging it?
Yes, that would be a good way of
Yeah,
judging
'cause I
it.
really struggled at that T-junction at the end there.
That you kept it out for too long.
Yeah, I was trying to steer around with one hand.
Yeah. So yes, I think that is a very good idea. Is out for about a count to 3.
Right, you can leave the arm signals now.
Yeah.
But remember, the signals by indicator go all the way through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you can put your window up as well if you want to. And then move away when you're ready. So just coming up to a parked car now, we don't need to indicate here, Tony.
Oh.
Do you remember why we don't need to indicate?
Oh yeah, you said it might confuse people.
Good. And the same at the end of this row as we come back in again. We don't need to indicate because we don't want to confuse people.
And turning left.
And turning left at the end, please. Signal on. You've given a right signal. Put it to the left. That's it.
I'm always doing that.
And just while we're here, there's no one behind us at the moment. The easy way to remember this is when the wheel's turning left, your left hand will come down past that lever in the same direction.
Yeah.
So as you're turning left, it will go downwards for left and up for right. There's a car behind us, so when you're happy to move off, you can carry on now.
Yeah.
So carry on round to the left now.
Yes, if I'm going right.
Oh yeah, I beg your pardon, sorry. So when you're going left, that will show you which way. As you turn the wheel right, you would move that lever upwards, and turning left, that lever downwards.
Oh, right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's a nice, easy to remember. Do you know why that's important?
I think that car behind might have got a bit confused about where I was
He
going.
would have done
there,
because you'd have been moving over this way, signalling to him with the position of your car that you're turning left,
Yeah.
but your indicator would have been going right.
Oh, right.
So it would have been confusing.
Remember that.
I'll keep you going on. We'll have a look on this next one. In fact, I'll talk you through this next one just to make sure.
And turning left.
And turning left at the end.
So
That's
the
good. So
same way as the wheel,
downwards.
so it goes
Yeah,
down.
that's perfect. Very good. That's good. So up ahead here, Tony, although it's not a crossing, you can see there's a person looking like they've spoilt it and crossed now, but what would you have done with that person as we came up to them if they were still standing there?
I can't run them over, can I?
No.
Is that a crossing there?
No, it's not. These are just to show you to keep over to the left
And turning left?
and turning left at the roundabout, please. But with that lady that was there, what would you have done as we approached her if she'd have stood there still looking to cross?
I just looked at her, I suppose.
What would you be looking for? Now here, excuse me, we have a crossing.
Oh, right.
So we can identify it, just slow down, cover the brake, and we're going to stop. Come up to the reference point we talked about. So come right up to the junction here. There's no one behind us. and then stop at that same reference point you used. Stop there.
I was not doing the crossing.
No, but we're just showing that's the reference point that you used on the giveaway junction, just to remind you. If you move on...
Just out of roll.
Don't stop.
Don't get me to stop at a crossing where there's nobody standing there,
Okay,
yeah?
right. Even if there's no one behind us?
Yeah.
No, okay.
And we're going to turn left.
And take the next left, please. So yes, going back to the lady on the side of the road, we'd be looking at her body language to see if she's going to look as if she was going to cross. And
if I just stop just a minute.
Yeah, if you can just pull over here.
Well, don't worry about the driveway.
Okay, and don't worry about the driveway there.
Right, so start nailing this identification.
Yeah, we missed it on the first time around, didn't we?
No, I didn't miss it. I knew it was
No,
there.
I know you did. I'm sure you didn't.
Yeah, nail the identification.
Yeah.
That's going to really help me as the lesson progresses.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. You over panicked there a bit, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What I need to do when I approach to a crossing is first thing I'll check the mirror.
Yep.
So I know that this is the speed of the vehicle behind me, and I need to just make sure I don't accelerate, and maybe just lift off the gas a little bit.
Yep.
And then scan.
Okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't have stopped me there because she'd already cleared the crossing.
Yeah.
You could come back and make reference to my my reference point for emerging.
Yeah, which we can talk about. Yeah.
Yeah. But we need to start talking about on the way around.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have to
What
have
are
a
we
cross in
looking
front of us. Start talking about how I identify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whether it be zebra or pelican or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Yeah. So whilst we're driving around here, Tony, how would you identify a zebra crossing?
Not very well by the looks of it.
No, you can do it. It's me that can't do it. So, do you remember the identification of it? The first thing you would see as you come up towards it?
No, I can't remember what you
Okay,
said.
the first thing really to look out for is those big yellow beacons that you can't possibly
okay,
miss.
right, yeah.
And black and white poles that they stand on
right,
top of.
right.
That's the first thing you'll see. And at the point that you can see that, you can then just check your mirrors to see what's going on behind you. And
turning left.
we turn left. Much better use of your signals, the direction now, by the way. So yeah, we would see the black and white poles and the orange beacons probably. Maybe, if it's a pelican crossing, it would be the traffic lights we'd see.
And we're going to turn left.
And turning left at the end here, please. And it's important, as you're doing your junctions, just to have a good look when you're scanning around. As to the right there, you see there's a crossing. I know that's not the direction we're going, which is probably a bad thing to point out. Because crossings are often very close to junctions.
Oh, right, yeah.
So be aware of that as you come round. And that's why it's very important to make sure you know what's going on behind you with your mirrors, because you may have to stop a little more suddenly as you come round a junction. So these little islands in the centre of the road here are the same sort you would get with a crossing, but there's nothing else around it, so we know it's not a crossing. It's just to show you to keep over to the left. But that's the sort of island that would show that it splits it into.
And we're going to turn left.
And turning left here. So as you come round here, Tony, you can see a crossing now. You see the black and white poles.
Oh, yeah,
so off the gas, check the mirrors first. Off the gas, scan the crossing. We're all clear, so we can carry on. Now, had that man been a little closer to the crossing, you would have just watched him a little bit longer to make sure he wasn't intending to cross. I'm turning left here. So, first thing you do you remember that as we come up to it, as soon as we identified it?
Mirror, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that important?
Why is that important, Tony?
Is it important?
It is important, and the reason it's important is because you need to know the speed and distance of traffic behind you, because if you are going to stop, you're going to have an impact on them.
Yeah, but I can't do anything about that, can I?
About the people behind you?
Yeah.
No, but if you know what's there, you just need to be aware of what's there, because if somebody's really close behind you, then you can slow down a little bit earlier.
Oh, right.
In order to give them a bit more time to react to you.
End left.
and at the end of the road we're turning left.
And turning left.
And left again, please. How are you deciding where you put your signal on then coming up to the junction?
Oh, I count back about, sometimes about 6-7 car lengths.
Yeah? Is it always that?
Oh no, sometimes I delay it, don't I?
Yeah. And why do you delay it?
Bob said if I got a rod beforehand, I must confuse people that might be coming out of there.
That's it. Absolutely right. And what's the reason for that? Well, you just told me the reason.
He said if I put the signal on, they may well think I'm turning in there and pull out in front of me.
Yes. So all the time looking well ahead now for crossings or vehicles reversing out. And how do we identify the crossing, Tony?
The zebra.
That's it.
Oh, the beacons.
Yep. Very good.
And straight.
And straight on here. And the first thing you're going to do when you've identified one is
I'll check the mirror.
check the mirror. What can you see ahead now? What can you see ahead there?
Oh, right, I see a crossing.
And so check your mirror.
All right.
Right, scan the crossing.
Yeah.
If it's all clear,
Yeah.
then you can carry on. Very good. And those zigzag lines.
It's difficult indicating coming off them mini roundabouts, isn't it?
Yes, I did. On a mini roundabout like that, actually, I did spot that, but I wanted to take priority of the zebra crossing. But you don't need to signal to come off that. Because there are many other signals that we use on the car, not just these signals. For example, you can see on the car in front, his brake lights are on.
Oh.
So that's a signal that he's slowing down or stopping.
Yeah.
Okay, and so your road position is also a signal to other road
So when
users.
I signalled off that mini roundabout,
That was unnecessary to signal there.
oh,
Because you were already in a position when you put that indicator on that left no doubt to other vehicles as to where you were going.
Oh.
And in fact, in that instance, because there was an entrance to a garage, a petrol station right there, then it may have confused other road users to think that you were turning in there. And what might happen if you confuse them in that instance with somebody following you?
I might pull it.
They might overtake you in a dangerous manner.
And we're going to turn right.
And turning right at the end, please.
Providing they haven't closed the road.
Yes. So here, I know we're on temporary lights here, but good example while we're waiting here, this is a pedestrian crossing as well, because you can see these points, the little boxes on the traffic lights just show that that's for pedestrians to cross.
Oh.
So do you think you would react in a different way here as a driver? Because it's a junction that's controlled by lights anyway, with the addition of pedestrians.
No, because Bob said at red lights I've got to stop, otherwise he'd kill me.
That's it.
And at green lights he tells me to go.
That's it. And is it always just go at a green light?
No, as they come up, they go amber first.
Yeah. But does green mean just unconditionally go?
Oh no, only if it's clear to go.
Good.
There's not much to these pedestrian crosses then.
There's not a lot to them.
Yeah,
You just
spot the Venetian beacons and you hold it dry in.
you spot those, or the stripy posts for them, which is another
Oh, yeah,
giveaway for
yeah.
them. That's the best way to identify them exactly. And of course, with the light-controlled ones, there's no Belisha beacon on the top of it.
Oh.
There's the lights, and there's also road signs that can show that there's a crossing.
Oh, right.
Do you know what the road sign looks like for a crossing? Have you done your theory? Now, what can you see ahead here?
Oh, crossing.
So first thing you do?
I'll check the mirror.
Go on then.
All right, sorry.
Good. Scan the crossing. All clear. We can carry on.
Can I just stop on these lines here, just to nip into the cash
I was
machine?
just going to say that. Well done. No, you can't stop on those. So there's no parking on them, no stopping unless you're in a flow of traffic, and no overtaking. There's another crossing here.
Oh.
Mirror, good. Scan, and just as you do your mirror, just lift off the gas a little bit, just to give you a bit more time as you come up to it.
So would it not be okay to stop on the other side of the zigzags? 'Cause
No.
I'm not blocking anybody's view.
You're not, but you're still going to stop the view of other of pedestrians and other traffic.
No, I've already passed the crossing.
Yeah, but you're still impeding. People may be trying to look around you to see vehicles come in the other direction. So if they're stood on this side of pedestrian, just before I do that, what can you see ahead now?
Oh, crossing.
How have you identified that?
I see the flashing amber.
Fantastic. So what are you going to do?
Check the mirror.
Go on then.
All right.
And just lift the gas, scan the crossing. All clear.
And we're
then-
going to turn right.
And turning right, please.
So it's not okay to stop on the other side of the
No, it's not.
zigzags?
Nowhere on those zigzags. That's why the zigzags continue.
It's a bit of a silly rule, really, isn't it? Because I've already cleared the crossing, haven't I?
Yeah, you have, but you would still impede the vision of people looking. If they're on this side of the road, look at that parked car. If there was a
Yeah.
pedestrian trying to look up the road there, they wouldn't be able to see around it necessarily at things coming in the other
But if I've
direction.
cleared the crossing,
Yeah.
then they can see what's...
They can see what's coming from that
Yeah.
side, but they can't see what's coming from the other side.
Oh, you mean oncoming traffic?
Oncoming traffic,
Oh,
that's
right.
what I mean, yes.
Oh, okay,
in
I
the
get
opposite
you now,
direction,
yeah.
yes. So are you going to signal around this parked car?
No.
Good. And why not?
Because people might think I'm turning into that side road.
Fantastic.
I thought you were going to walk straight out.
I thought he was going to walk straight out in front. So
There's pedestrians across anywhere, can they?
they do cross anywhere. And what were you doing as you saw him come out like that?
Slow down.
You slowed down. What else did you do?
Check my mirror.
Yeah, what else did you do? What were you looking at him for?
Well, he wasn't giving me a lot of clue of what he was going to do, really, was he?
He wasn't, but you were watching his body
Yeah.
language. Well, I'm assuming you were watching his body language. You were watching his body
He
language.
put me on drugs, wasn't he? And turning left.
And turning left at the end, please, Tony. So what about that signal then?
Oh, I don't need one here.
Yes, you do. Left signal, please. Put your
No,
left signal
no, you
on.
don't need
Put
it.
your left signal on, and I'll tell you why we need to do it.
There's nobody around.
No, but as you're coming around a junction, always use a signal at a junction because, for example, great example, cyclist coming the other way, he wouldn't have known which way you were going to go. So you don't know what's around the junction. All right, so always use indicators at junctions. Or
And we're going to
signals.
turn right.
I'm turning right at the end here.
Oh, I suppose that pedestrian wouldn't have known, would they?
They wouldn't have known. Pedestrians is another very good point. Cyclists, pedestrians, any other user of the road.
And we're going to turn right.
And turning right again, please. So do you think you should indicate going around this cyclist?
No, I've got a good position, haven't I?
Yep,
Got to give them plenty of room, haven't I?
that's it. Why don't you give them a little bit more room?
'Cause they wobble, don't they?
They do. And what if you had have indicated there with somebody behind you? Do you think that might have confused them?
Yeah.
They might have thought what, for example? They might have thought there was a crossing there. So, as you come up to a crossing, that was a pelican crossing, Tony, that I missed. My apologies.
Yeah, I was just getting the speed up to get
Yeah,
past it before it
but you
changed.
have to treat it the same way as you do with a zebra crossing, in that once you've identified it, you need to check your mirror, see what's going on, and then off the gas, slow down.
Yeah, but by getting across
speed
really
up.
quick,
No, never speed up there.
there was nobody there.
There wasn't anybody there, but it's still unsafe to do that.
And turning left.
And turning left.
What do you mean by unsafe?
Unsafe.
I thought I got across there really quick.
I don't know what the answer to that would be.
What about if little Johnny runs out of the
Okay,
house and straight
he's
onto the
run out,
crossing
okay.
without even pressing the button or looking, yeah?
So pedestrian crossing here. What are you going to do first?
I'll check it.
Good. Scan, and that's it. Brilliant. That was very nice. Much better. So yes, with those lights back there, is if little Johnny had just run out thinking it was turning left here, please, thinking it was clear to go, and you're speeding up coming across it, what might have happened?
I wouldn't be able to stop, would I?
You wouldn't. So always lift off.
End right.
At the end of the road, right, please. And signal. Oh, I'm sorry. You were just about to go for it.
And turning left.
And left, next left. And which indicator are you going to use? Which signal? Left signal, go on then. Very good.
And turning left.
And next left, please. And which signal are you going to use for this one?
Left.
Tony? Yep. That's it. You're a little bit close to the junction when you're using it. Try and
Am
use
I?
it. Yeah, yeah. Do you remember what you said earlier on? Is how far away would you
Oh, I've
use
got
it?
lousy memory.
Okay, so you want to use it 6 to 7 car lengths away from the junction, unless there's something that would impede that. So-
No, it's not a big problem as long as they get the indicator on.
Well, no, it is because you want to give people plenty of notice of what you're going to do, and without confusing them. So, as you said earlier, perfectly earlier, if there was a junction or something beforehand, you don't want to confuse people.
So I was putting the signal on too late, was I?
Too late then, yeah. On this next one, I'll tell you when to put it on.
Oh. And turning left.
And excuse me, we're going to turn left at the end, please, Tony. So as you come up to it, don't put the signal on until I tell you to. And about now. That's it.
Oh, was that about 6, 7 car lengths then?
No, that was about 4 actually, but a little bit earlier than that, I'm sorry. We'll do the next one as well.
All right.
So what can you see ahead now?
Oh, I see lights.
Okay, and those lights are pedestrian crossing.
All right.
So what are you going to do first?
Check my bearing.
Go on then.
Oh, right, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, and he's off the gas so you can have a look.
Yeah.
And also, it's a traffic light controlled one.
Oh, right.
So that means that you still scan it because
Yeah.
people may use it incorrectly. But that was much better. Like that. If little Johnny had run out, you would have been able to stop in plenty of time and you'd have known if there was anything close behind you. And why would you know that?
Sorry?
Why would you know? How would you know that if there was anything close behind you?
I'll check it.
You checked in the mirror nice and early. That was good.